Hey everyone, so it's Christmas Eve. Yay, Christmas! I just love Christmas, and happy Hanukkah to everyone that was celebrating. I don't know when Kwanzaa is. It's around this time of year also, right? I think. But anyway, so happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish subscribers, and Merry Christmas. And happy holidays to everybody else. The holiday season is so much fun. I love the holiday season. It's so much happiness and bright. And I just finished editing yesterday's video. I realized I look like a total zombie at the end of that video. And it just made 10 minutes. It's like 10 minutes and 8 seconds. So that's crazy. But, what's it called? What was I going to say? Sorry, that's what I look like after 2 a.m. Because, like, you know me. I go to sleep dead at 12. Exactly at 12, all the time. Hey, look, it's Chris. Anyway, as I was saying, before Chris interrupted. Sorry, I didn't even get you. Hi, so that's what I look like after I don't get the amount of sleep that I want.
Werewolf?
No, at the end of the video, since, by the way, we have 10 minutes and 8 seconds. Isn't that funny? But, I looked like a complete zombie. I was like,
Hey, Boo, I need to ask you a question.
Like this. Okay, now that I've murdered Chris and he's out of the way, I just want to let you know that I'm not sick. Because I looked at that video and I'm like, I really look like I'm sick. But anyway, I'm okay. It's Christmas Eve and everything's great. And we have some lechon because we always have lechon on Noche Buena. Because, you know, that's what we celebrate. And let me turn off the light. So let's go see the food. Yummy. Yummy. Okay, now we're making red velvet cake. Oh my god. And we're about to start our casserole. Excuse me. Don't mind me. Anyway. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Look, it says Chris and Rebecca. Hee 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 hee. Look, a red velvet cake with cream cheese icing and green sprinkles. And the movie Anger Management, because it's very Christmassy. Totally.
Hi, my name's Chris, and welcome to Daily Random Happenstance. I was about to say Crazy Random Happenstance. Daily Random Happenstance. Check out this cake Beck and I made. It is a red velvet cake with cream cheese icing and green sprinkles.
Yay, Christmas!
And we tried to make it look very Christmassy, and it has like that sexy, rich coloring that makes you think of like sexy Christmas. That's sex right there. That's sexy Christmas. And then why do I have a biscuit, you say? Well, this is not very sexy. But I have a biscuit because when I'm done eating this, go back down to the food. Sean Connery would never do that. Anyway, I'm trying to aspire to be Sean Connery. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, I have a biscuit because once I eat this sweet thing, my tongue needs something to repel the magnitude of flavor that is in the red velvet.
That is being eaten without a fork, may I add?
Yes, I'm a gangster.
Yeah,
Sean Connery would never eat with a fork.
I'm apparently not a gangster because I use utensils. It's good. It's very yummy. And we're watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas because I have it on DVD with, you know, Jim Carrey. It's so cute. But anyway, bye-bye for now. Tawny really wants cake. No, Chris. Tawny's on a diet. Okay, that's why he wants it. You're fighting. Damn you.
Hello everyone, I am Chris, and again, I'm coming to you live from my bedroom. So it's Christmas Eve, and I know some people, or a lot of people, celebrate the Christmas holiday on Christmas Day. But in my culture, which is that of Hispanic, we tend to celebrate it on Christmas Eve by doing something called Noche Buena. And so we have just eaten. It was quite an epic meal. I actually made my macaroni and cheese casserole, but it was really weird. I made it Mexican style, even though this is a Cuban holiday. And it came out pretty good. It was kind of... I'm very gaseous. I apologize for the interruptions with my bodily functions. But it was quite good. I enjoyed it. And actually, right now it's 8:30 at night, and I may or may not open up my Christmas gifts early, because usually my family and I open up our gifts by 10 o'clock. And the reason we do that is because my grandparents are super old, and they go to sleep insanely early, and they wake up the next day insanely late because they're old. It's kind of like that. So back in the day, we used to open up our gifts early so they could, open it with us and be like, "Oh, look, it's our gifts, ha ha ha," instead of waiting the next day and waking up early and playing, and opening up all the gifts and stuff like that. It used to be different when I was younger. It used to be the next day on Christmas, but as I got older, and my sister got older, it kind of dropped. It wasn't like that anymore. So I already opened up this tauntaun that Rebecca got me. There she is right now. And you know what? In all honesty, like, I'm not gonna lie, Christmas for me is not as special anymore. And the only reason it's not special is my family, like, they don't really... I don't want to say they don't care about Christmas, because they still get me gifts and they do, our celebration of Noche Buena and stuff like that. But the thing is, they really don't have, like, the holiday spirit. Like, for example, the Christmas tree we put up, if it wasn't for us, like Becca and I, the tree
and
would
Lina.
not... Yeah, and Lina, the tree would not be up. I mean, they've just gotten to the point where we're old enough to kind of handle it on our own, and they let us do it. So nothing really special happens unless me, Lina, and Becca decide to make...
watching Christmas movies?
Yeah, exactly. Like, nothing really special happens unless we try to make it happen. So, I still like Christmas. It used to be my favorite holiday of all time, but at this point, it's almost like I'm putting Christmas on hold until, like, Becca and I move out. And I know I could probably celebrate it in its epicness glory now, even though my parents don't want to join in or anything like that. But, it's kind of hard because, like, you have this huge house. Like, we live in a pretty big house, and we're the only ones that contribute to it. So it's hard to say, hey, let's go outside. And plus, it's not really my house in the sense of my parents own it, and they pay the mortgage and all that good stuff. So it's not like I could say, I want, like, 5 light-up deers or reindeers outside of my house. Like, I can't really do that without their permission, I mean, even though I'm sure they'd probably be down with it, it's still kind of, like, weird. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But, like, for now, I enjoy Christmas. I kind of hate that it wasn't cold this year. Like, it was really hot for us where we live. But I still enjoy Christmas. It's still fun for me, and really it's all because of her. I love this girl. This Boogie. This is my Booga Luka Shmooga Dooga. And I love her so much. Seriously, like, I know this is going to sound cheesy, but Rebecca is sincerely, like, the best gift I've ever gotten.
Aww.
Like, she was the gift I received on my birthday. Kind of. So she's not an item. I don't see her as, like, something that I hang up when I'm done with her. But, like, I started dating Rebecca
2 days before your
2 days before my birthday when I was 17. I had my birthday party for 18 years old 2 days before I turned 18. So we started dating when I was 17 and she was 15. And she is the best gift I have ever received. And I love this girl so much. So Christmas is kind of like meh for me, because I'm going through this transitional phase where my parents don't really care about it, and it's really hard for me to kind of, like, do Christmas on my own. But I promise you, once we, like, move out, or once, we get our footing, as you would say, it'll probably come back to me. Like, it's very lukewarm right now, but it's going to be super hot. But for now, this girl is super hot, and I love her so much. She makes Christmas worthwhile. I love her. And I love her red velvet cake. What?
I'm like blushing like.
That's
red.
right. You blush, you bitch. I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
That's offensive. I love her. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say, this is like a confession. I feel like I'm in a confession booth, and you are my priests. All of you. Even if you don't believe in God, you're my priest. Somehow. I don't know how that works. But anyway, there's a point to this. What I want to say is, when you guys are feeling like crap, and it's Christmas Eve, and you might have parents who don't make it worthwhile, or you might have a husband or a wife or a girlfriend or whatever have you, a significant other or a family member that you love so much that you feel doesn't make Christmas worth it. The greatest advice I can give you guys is, even though you may not be enjoying it, appreciate the fact that there's probably someone there. There's bound to be something, someone, or some feeling in you that makes Christmas very special. And my special feeling is this cutie McScooty right there. And I will say that to the interwebs. So anyway, I have talked long enough. I will now turn off the camera. But before I do, I want to give my Buki a kiss. I love her.
Bye! Hi! So our night's pretty much coming to an end. We decided not to do presents tonight like we normally do because the grandparents are already asleep, so we'll just wait till the morning before we go to my grandparents' house. It is 11 o'clock. I'm going to take my old iPod, since I just got an iPhone, and I'm going to, what's it called? Reset it to factory settings or whatever, where the thing where it deletes everything, so I can give it to my sister as part of her Christmas gift, because her iPod's been broken for a while, so I'm just going to give her mine since I just got a new iPhone. But that's not like her only present. I wish I didn't have it wrapped so I could show you, but I got her this thing from thinkgeek.com, which is so cool. It has like great stuff. It's where I got Tawny. But anyway, it's a carnivorous plant set. It's like a little like terrarium, you know, kind of like a green box but tiny, you know, for plants. I forget what are those things called? Do you know what that's called? No. Anyway, I got her that, but it comes with like Venus flytraps and a couple of other things, but they're all carnivorous plants. Like, they eat meat, which just blows my mind. But I know that's something that my sister will love because that is so quirky and cool. And I also got her some friendship bracelets and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see her face when she opens it because she loves plants and she loves strange things like that. So I can't wait to show her. But yeah, so we'll be back in a little bit for the question of the day. We're gonna watch Jingle All the Way now, so that's good.
So here's Tawny, and those are Tawny's guts, and it's time for us bloggers to go to sleep, or vloggers. So hi guys, it is Christmas Eve. It's really, well actually it's technically Christmas Day, because, you know, it's after midnight, but we still consider this like the same day or whatever. So, we actually ended up not opening up the gifts early.
I said that already.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. It's the first time, I think, in years that we're going to open up our gifts in the morning. And it sucks because I'm not going to have time to play with any of them. Because literally I'm going to wake up, I'm going to open them, I'm going to be like, wow, they look really nice. Then I'm going to go take a shower and drive to Becca's dad's house. And then we have to go to Becca's grandparents' house, and then finally at one point we get to go back home because my family is of Cuban origin, and so we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, and we have the Noche Buena celebrations I was telling you guys about earlier. I think I did. Anyway, but Becca's grandparents, half her side of the family is American, so they celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day. Which is weird for me because my whole life it's always been Christmas Eve. Like, that's the main emphasis, and Christmas Day... What?
Pause.
Yes.
We were actually already explained all of that.
Oh, sorry. We explained that. But anyway, so tomorrow we have a lot of stuff we need to do. So, before we go to bed and, you know, have our sleepies, we wanted to do the question of the day. So, Becca, have we ever asked for question of the day yet? If, what's your Christmas tradition?
We asked what you do on, like, the holiday season or something like that. I mean, I don't know, we could ask if you have any traditions. That's a good idea.
Yeah, okay, so not necessarily for Christmas, because not everyone practices that, but for whatever holiday you practice, or you celebrate in December, what do you guys do? What's a tradition? Like, explain, like, what you guys do. And, like, for example, for me, I'll answer the question so you guys can understand. But, like, for me, I do Noche Buena, which is a Cuban holiday, which is the day before Christmas and Christmas Eve. We've explained that to you. And my family usually doesn't do anything special. I mean, the past couple of years we've had Noche Buena at the house, but I remember one year I actually went to your dad's old girlfriend. You remember that?
Yeah, Regla, she did Noche Buena.
Yeah, and so I went and did that, and I think there's one year where I went and did something else. My friend Brian occasionally does something called Brian's Noche Buena, which is always the day before the actual Noche Buena, the 23rd. And he didn't do it this year because he got married, and they were kind of long. That was kind of like his Noche Buena, like, you know, epic. The year before that he did do it, and the year before that he did. In 2009 he did, 2008 he didn't, and I believe 2007 was the first time he did it. I could be mistaken. So he has done it a couple of times in the past, and it's always fun. It's always a good time. So that's something else, a tradition that we do. And that's really all I can think of. Go ahead, Boogie. You answer.
Well, now, it seems like we always end the question of the day with me, like, sleepy. But,
So cute.
now your new tradition is coming with me to my family's on Christmas Day, because we used to not do that. Like, I would leave, and Chris would stay here with his family, but now that we're engaged, we do a lot more family activities together. But, for me, I don't really have a lot of, like, traditions and, like, for things specifically that we do, but I do have a traditional, stop wiggling, a traditional present, because you're moving the camera.
I know.
But,
Sorry.
my mom always gets me slippers, like fuzzy slippers, and fuzzy socks. I already opened them so I could use them, but fuzzy slippers and fuzzy socks, these are like the slipper sock combo.
Right.
But, I always wear them, and I use them for a whole year. And then they're usually really ratty and worn out because, you know, those things, since they're really, like, fuzzy, they're not very good quality, so they don't last over a year. So then next year my mom always gets me new fuzzy slippers and new fuzzy socks. And that's fun. Like, she usually gets me something else, too, because it's really inexpensive, but, like, it's fun for me. I don't know. I really look forward to getting new fuzzy slippers and socks every year. I mean, I don't know if that's kind of silly, but I love it.
It's not silly.
But yeah, that's the only really tradition we have. We have a traditional present.
Yes. So, anyway, so that is what we do in our tradition, and, you know, that's what we celebrate also. So, what do you guys do? What do you guys celebrate, and how do you celebrate it? Like, is it pretty by the books, or do you have, like, any other things that you can, like, layer on top of that? And, you know, whatevs. So anyway, guys, I know we're posting this on Christmas Day, so I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas Day. I hope yesterday your Christmas Eve was delightful as well. If you guys are watching this and it's still fairly early, and it's, you know, kind of early, I highly recommend the movie Scrooged with Bill Murray. It's a 1988 comedy movie, which was a reinterpretation of the Scrooge, you know, story, but starring Bill Murray and set in the 80s. And it's an excellent movie. It will tug on your heartstrings, and it's a good movie. So check it out. It's a good holiday movie. Even check it out if it's not Christmas. Like, if you're seeing this and it's like sometime in the future and you're just checking out the archival vlogs or whatever, watch it anyway. It's a good movie. So anyway, guys, Merry Christmas Eve. I hope right now you're having a Merry Christmas, and bye. Say bye, Buka. She's sleeping. Bye.